the Mountain Hydrangea. This is Hydrangea serrata bluebird. It's native to Eastern Asia, Korea, and China and Japan. As its common name would suggest, in the higher elevations. It's a very hardy plant, much more hardy than some of the other hydrangeas that you find. Some of the things I like about it, look at this bloom. How can you argue? This is called the lace cap type of bloom. There are several different types of hydrangea blooms. This lace cap, as you can see, is a sort of almost flat-topped cluster that includes some sterile flowers around the edges, and the flowers that produce pollen and then later produce seed are the smaller ones in the middle. It's a more delicate flower than the large kind of rounded, what they call mop hydrangeas. Another aspect of this plant that I really like is it stays low. You never have to prune this plant for size. It gets 2 to 4 feet in height with a width about the same, and it's a very nicely controlled, it's a civilized plant for the shrub border. In Japan, they make a tea out of the leaves called a matcha, and in Korea they also use this tea. There's a slightly sweet taste to the leaves. It's a very important cultural, iconic value. In fact, they serve this tea especially on Buddha's birthday. Hydrangea serrata can be found by mail order and also in the better nurseries in your area. It likes full sun to partial shade. It really likes afternoon shade to keep it a little cool on the hot summer days. But a well-drained average garden soil is just fine for this plant. This is a very low maintenance, carefree plant. It is not bothered by any pests or diseases. It's very easy to maintain. The pruning is very simple. This plant blooms on last year's wood, so you don't want to prune much of this anyway in the spring. You want to prune it after it's finished flowering in the late summer or early fall. And if you prune it at all to take off, what you can do is take off the flower clusters to the last viable leaf junction. I have this plant situated in the shrub border here at Marsh Botanical Garden. This shrub border is obscuring this chain link fence behind me. I have this planted next to a purple leaf smoke tree, Cotinus cogigria, purple cloak, and I have pollarded this plant very close to the ground to keep it very small. I love the plant combination, this blue and the purple, the chartreuse leaf of the hydrangea. It doesn't even really need to be blooming. In addition, there's a small plant behind the Cotinus that adds a silver element, that's lamb's ears, stachys. Great plant combination.